Hi, welcome to bakingmad.com. At Christmas, one of my favourite things to do is to make a homemade Christmas cake. The problem is there's so many designs to choose from. How can I decorate it? Today I'm going to show you how to marzipan a cake. You'll probably find once you've baked your Christmas cake that there are a few uneven bits around the base. These are really easy to smooth out. Simply take a little ball of marzipan, find a hole and begin to plug them in, just gently with your finger, smoothing it down so that it's in line with your cake. Just repeat the process all the way around your cake. So once you've covered up the cracks with your bits of marzipan, what we'll then want to do is coat the cake in some apricot glaze. You can just use some apricot jam or boil up some jam to make it a little bit loose if you prefer. If you just want to spoon this on, generous helping, and then with a pastry brush just begin to spread it out across your cake. So now to roll out the marzipan. Take some icing sugar and just sprinkle a little bit across your work surface. This will help prevent your marzipan from sticking to the surface. It's also really handy to sprinkle a little bit onto your rolling pin as well to stop sticking. So if we just take our ball of marzipan, it's easier to roll it in a circle and in circular motions so that it keeps to a shape that's easy to put onto your cake. So if you just roll gently forward and back, and then just rotate the marzipan around slightly. Roll again and repeat the process. Twist and roll. So I'm just going to add a little extra icing sugar to my rolling pin because I'm going to gently roll this back so that I can tuck the cake underneath. Move the cake in front and lift and roll. So now the cake is completely covered in marzipan. We're going to take our cake smoother and just gently rotate across the top of the cake. This will just smooth out any lumps and bumps. We'll also, with our hands, want to just gently press around the cake, getting rid of any creases so that there's a nice neat finish. So to make it even smoother, I'm just going to use my cake smoother again. Just run this round the edges, just smoothing down any bits that need it. So now the last thing that we need to do is just trim off the excess marzipan from around the outside of the cake. If you have a cake turntable, this is really useful for you to rotate the cake round whilst you're cutting it. Don't worry if you haven't, you can just simply rotate the cake manually with your knife. So just cut quite closely to the edges. So we finished trimming off the excess marzipan from around the outside of the cake. Don't worry if it's a bit messy, it's going to get covered in royal icing or sugar paste icing anyway. But if you want, you can always use a little bit of marzipan, as we did earlier, just to plug any of the holes. But there you have it, your marzipan Christmas cake.